Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's game of Emoris. As always, tonight before we begin, we've got a couple of announcements for everybody. The first of which being, there's no Felis tonight. He had an allergic reaction to something and is currently probably crying somewhere and in pain. So that's unfortunate. And Esprit is here, although not in voice, so he can hear everything and talk in the chat and stuff, but he's not physically heard. So yeah, we're a little short-staffed today, but it shouldn't matter too much. Aside from that, the same usual stuff. Follow us on the socials. That's Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, and Patreon. And also be sure to check out Rhyme this Wednesday for another Goliath one-shot adventure thing that Sharp is doing for Axel and his herd friends. And also check out Fandover on Sunday. Lots of fun stuff happening in that too. But that's it. That's all the announcements for today. We can share. So, is everyone ready to jump into tonight's game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Beautiful. So previously, on Emoris, the Silver Goats had defeated the Cakery's challenges, and you had taken on Master Gravile and won. And following this, you searched his office room and found that the back bookcase was hiding a secret door, which you spent a while trying to open. But everything that you tried to do failed, for once, until eventually Baker Gregory did manage to catch up to you and return to the building. As it turns out, Gravile was not lying about him. And he attempted to make a deal in which both you and he would be able to walk away from each other, but Free understandably refused, and it led to a combat that knocked 3 of your party members unconscious, and leaving Wade like knocking on the door as well. I think you had like 2 HP left before you all managed to find a way inside the door, and to reap the rewards available in Gravile's vault. And in doing so, and subsequently resting in that area, both Wade and Free, you received some visions from some powerful beings, bringing a little bit of comfort and purpose to both of you in this moment of respite before the next quest arises to you. And that is where we left off. So, we'll jump into a Lakian's point of view, as he is keeping watch for any sign of approaching devils that may be left over. And it goes by kind of uneventful, nothing happens. If not for him playing with his new shiny dull black boots. And as his watch begins to come to an end, Alakian sees Free kind of begin to kind of like gently awaken from her sleep. Not quite so much what you would expect Free in this location. And as you do so, the two of you sort of look around, look over to Wade, who is kind of in an unusual state. He's lying on the couch, and his body is kind of moving and stirring around as if with slight, discomfort in a dream, vivid dream. And you look over at him, and he is like drenched in sweat to the point where it's almost like soaking into the leather and sliding off of it, and there is like a low pool of water that's gathering under the couch that he's currently asleep on. And as you sort of get up to go and check on him, Wade, you begin to stare awake as well. What would you guys like to do?
Are you all right?
Who spilled a bucket of water on me?
Yourself, I believe.
Ugh. I don't sleepwalk, do I?
No?
Okay. Oh man, I had the craziest dream, y'all.
You too.
Yeah. What? You had a dream?
It's fine. What were you saying?
Oh, return the crown and get the crown and turn it upside down. Shoot,
None of that
I'm
was
not
true.
good at remembering my dreams.
I'm pretty sure this was pinned for you, Griz.
No, I can't see pins.
It's so hard with Wade because I don't know if Griz actually needs help or if it's just Wade being Wade.
I feel
both.
like that was a mix of both.
Yeah. If you would like a refresher, Griz, I will tell you what the dream said.
Go
'Cause
ahead.
it's been a couple weeks. The dream informed you that your group of friends, the Silver Goats, was reminiscent of the Watchers in a number of ways, including the fact that they sort of reminded whatever gave you the vision of a family, and that everyone's been chosen by an individual watcher so far, and that one was left with you and had been watching you for some time before any of this came to light. It requested that you be the leader in this coming fight. It didn't directly say your element, but you can piece it together. And it told you to retrieve the crown, return the sword, and when you did so, yours would become available to you.
I had a dream that I was picked last in gym class again. It was terrible.
Okay.
But it was one of those weird dreams where it like turns into a different dream. And then it was, I think it was one of the Watchers said that I was, that we were all chosen for this fight, and we had to retrieve the crown and something to get the sword. I forgot again.
Okay.
Alakian, will you put your passive perception in the chat for me? You can see it. And Free, you have a really high one, so you would see this as well.
It's a 20.
That both of you see, with 17, you see underneath of him where that pool of water is. It's not sweat. It appears a little darker. It's almost brownish black in its appearance. It's not sweat.
Is that water? Do I have something to light it up? I don't have my spells back, so probably not.
I thought that, yeah, that makes sense. I thought somebody like splashed me awake. That's not what happened.
Could Free touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. Both you and Alakian make nature checks for me, and see if you can discern what it is.
That's no, wrong button. 12.
12 for you. Alakian got a nat 1. Yeah, Alakian doesn't get it. For you, this is not a difficult check. This is water, and it's kind of like brackish brown because there are little hints of mud in it, and also algae and moss, living organisms in it. This is swamp water.
I was gonna say, like Keijo, right? How did you leak the swamp?
What? Wait, what?
It's swamp water. There's stuff in it.
I want to get down and lick the floorboard.
Oh, fuck.
And then... Does it taste like Keijo water? Like that sweet, sweet...
Make a nature check with advantage, and then make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ugh.
A nature check with advantage.
Free's actually face palming.
14. 14. And then con. My con save is a 19.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah, it's swamp water.
Oh, yeah, that is the taste of Keijo. Fresh from the source.
Huh.
Weird. But that makes sense. The that watcher that came to me seemed to be like a water one.
Oh. Okay. Water Watcher told you to get the crown. And what about a sword?
Trade it for the sword.
Return the sword.
Return the
yes.
sword.
And then yours will be available.
Yeah,
There you go.
that sounds about right.
I'm doing my best at Lakin here as he chimes up to you, Wade, and he says, "How does Lakin sound?" He says, "Wade, what exactly happened in your dream?" I don't know.
I think Lakin's got a little bit more. He's got like a
I don't
slight
know.
Irish or something, right?
He's not my character. I don't know.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Lakian is French now?
This is what he will sound like for the rest of the game.
I was in the swamps, and this water dragon kind of thing started swirling around me, telling me, I was his well, I wasn't his chosen. I was just the last left, and just kind of by default that made me his champion. Which wasn't a real, vote of confidence or anything, but anyways, he said that to get the crown and return the sword, and together we'll win this fight.
Could Free infer that that's two separate things, the crown and Wade's? Because when I heard you say it last week, it said return the crown, and then it would be available. So it sounds like two separate things, right? Or am I?
It's difficult for you
Wade
to go
is
off what he's
difficult.
saying. Yeah.
This is why I'm like, can I discern this or not?
Based off of
Skip
what
the
he's
week.
saying, no. Not
Okay.
based on what he's saying. If
None of this is
he
making
were to
sense.
repeat the dream, then it would be different. But he's doing his job of doing it, and it's
Cool.
yeah.
Huh.
Hold on, I'm trying to find this message now.
Bless him. It was 2 weeks ago, so it's hard for all of us.
I never remember dreams in real life, so this is on brand for Wade. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that his weapon will be mine, but that. What was your
Lakian
dream?
We'll also ask you before this, Wade. He asked you what the Watcher looked like.
And I was correct. It was like a water dragon, right?
It was
Dragon.
reptilian-ish, but before that, it was kind of more facial.
Or facial?
It had a semblance of a face before, and then it shifted into something reptilian.
Like a human face.
Yeah.
Okay. I would repeat that, yeah.
Lakian takes this in
Okay.
over a little bit of time.
But enough about me, my silly wet dreams. What did you dream about?
Wait, what do you mean you're supposed to retrieve a Lakian?
I know what he's talking about.
Oh, I know, but I figured I'd continue that conversation since he's taking a minute to type.
Yeah. I'll say it. He talks about how in the Feywild, when he was in the Shining City, in the vault, he saw something there. That's where he got the sword from, and that was referred to as a gift from a Gleamstone dragon by the High Queen there. That it was hers to give away, but she wouldn't give it to either of them. And so he thinks that returning the sword might also refer to Izzy's Holy Avenger.
What are the chances she'd be willing to give it to us now? I mean, neither of us were there, so...
And so you guys deliberate a little bit about making plans to return to the Feywild.
All right.
On that note, you guys are talking to Alakian. You gather you're at the end of the first watch, so he's gonna dip out and sleep soon.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys want to say to Alakian specifically?
Nope, Free is completely happy just avoiding that other conversation for a moment.
Sure thing. So, do you two want to take next watch?
Well, they're up. Just might as well.
Who's you two?
You and Free.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll let Thyra and Izzy and Alakian take the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. So Alakian will sit down on the couch that that Way was sleeping on. He'll wipe it off significantly so you can get all the swamp water off. And then he'll sort of sit there and begin to pass into his trance. And you two are left watching. So both of you, perception checks.
Yeah, but Free is, once he lays down, going into the other room.
Sure.
With all his stuff after. Hit 13, worse than my passive.
11. That's bad too.
Great. Awesome. You guys begin to take your watch. Free, you hopping into the next room.
Yes. She's going to go to the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
She will take it down, put it on, and then replace it with one of her old ones to leave a symbol still.
Okay. This item does not require attunement.
Ooh.
You can add an amulet of the Moon Maiden to your inventory. It's really cool. It's a really cool amulet. It does a lot of fun stuff.
Equipment. Yes, I'm opening it. Then she'll go sit back down with Wade to chat.
Sure thing.
We did it.
That dream I had.
Oh, yeah.
And she's gonna point out the necklace, which is crescent moon with 3 strings connecting the 2 points. The Moon Maiden apparently came to speak to me last night. She told me to take this and her blessing and be her champion after we defeat Kaimal.
Is she a watcher?
Oh, no, she's a goddess. Sanin.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It really is.
Proud of you.
Yeah, she said something similar.
Well, we did it. Sort of.
Almost there. I found my contract.
Oh? Do we...
I don't have a dispel. I wanted to read it and wait till we get the others free first. But
Of course, yeah.
I have it.
Great.
Ferris didn't have it anymore. It's in my backpack.
Hey, I told you. Back in the day, what did I say? I said, I promise. We're going to get your name back.
Yeah. Once we deal with the others, then I'll feel comfortable getting rid of it.
Of course. You should introduce me to your friend sometime.
Right. Trust me, it was really awkward talking to her myself. It's been like a year since we saw each other. You know, it's been about 8 months since we met.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That long?
Yep.
Time flies.
Apparently saving the world makes time go quickly.
Well, I'm glad you had somebody in here to help you make it through.
Yeah, it would have been much harder without them. Oh my god, Dyto.
Oh,
Oh,
you guys.
yeah, you're sitting
Go
a
watch.
little bit of my swamp sweat.
Just moving away.
Your watch goes by. Nothing seems to strike you as out of the ordinary. You do occasionally hear, footsteps coming from down the hallway, and you kind of question whether it could be something that's coming to come and get you guys. And you peek your head through, and it's often just one of the remaining slaves just looking through all the books here, trying to find anything of worth or anything that pertains to any information that they can get, but it's mostly useless stuff to them. And your watch goes by. Nothing happens. So, at the end of that, you guys can take your last couple of hours of rest. Thyra and Isabel wake up, and Lakin can also wake up if he wants to. Thyra, is there anything that you want to do?
There's a lot of things I want to do.
Now's the time.
All right. The first thing I think she would do after waking up would be just doing a perimeter of the cakery, just to make sure that there's nobody in there that shouldn't be. Checking the doors. And if she encounters, I don't know what time of day it is. Could be the middle of the day. There's no windows. Who knows? If she encounters any of the slaves, just reassuring them that they're doing everything in their power to get everything done.
Sure. Since you're taking a lot of time to do this, there's no check required. You just speak thorough about it. The building seems to be secure. There is no encroaching forces that you can find, and you do run into a couple of the slaves here and there who are, trying to find things that they can take for themselves that might help them on their journey. But you dismiss them and reassure them everything is fine, and they just, go back to where they came from.
After checking the inside, I want to go. There are two doors, right? There's the one at the front to the outside, and then the one in the kitchen.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to open up whichever door first, front or back. Take a look outside to see what time of day it is. Like if it seems like morning, if it's still night outside.
Mm-hmm.
And check the the elementals. Like I'm not gonna go outside if it seems like it might still be curfew, but I kind of want to see, are they paying attention to this place? Are they just doing like regular patrols?
Okay.
And I want to do that to the front and the back.
Make a stealth check for me.
Oh goodness. No, 4.
So you pop your head out of the front door. And as you do so, opening the door, you immediately get that sensation of, cold wind, and the sort of like biting chill of the temperatures in the early parts of the year up in the northernmost country. As you do so, it takes your eyes a second to adjust to the light, and it is light out there. And you being a druid and so in tune with nature, you get the sense it's pretty early in the day, maybe like 7 o'clock. By the time that everyone is rested and up, you'll be looking at like 9 in the morning ish. And you peek your head out, and in doing so, you open the door a little too wide, and you see about 3 elementals that are out there suddenly stop in the middle of their patrols and turn straight to look at you. And it's about that time that you remember, I've still got my staff on me, and they start making their way straight towards you at the front of the door. They're a little ways off. They're about 60 feet away.
I wouldn't have had my staff on me if I was just
You
patrolling.
can't leave it.
Oh.
It is always on you.
Okay. I'm gonna close the door real quick.
Okay. You close the door and immediately latch the lock, and you hear this impact on the front of the door. They know that you're there.
Have I had my full rest?
You have.
Good. Cool. It's a good thing I prepared this spell. I'm going to wall of stone this door.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You want to do that on the inside or the outside of the door?
The inside.
Okay.
I think.
You wrap the staff down, and at the floor, at the foot of the impact, there is kind of like this faint crackle of grey energy, and all of a sudden, these thick slabs of stone begin to prevent the door from being opened any further than it could be otherwise. And you hear the banging continue.
How many of them were there?
Yeah. There were 3.
That's a long way back. I'm gonna do I know that the other 2 are awake?
You know that Izzy is awake. Alakian is still in his trance, but Izzy is awake.
Okay, I'm sure Izzy wouldn't be too far behind me because she's typically hot on my heels.
Yeah, she's standing there with her new steed that she's summoned. This kind of like a mess of orange, yellow, and black. Just kind of snarling over in that direction.
Do you think we should get the others or just take care of this ourselves?
Izzy says, "Yep, get the others," and then just dips back.
Alright, you go get the others and I'll hold the door. And I'll stand there and I'll wait. I'll wait for them to try and break through the wall, because the wall is concentration.
Yeah, Izzy runs back, and they keep pounding, and they keep pushing in on the door. To a pretty significant degree. The other 3 of you, and Alakin, you hear it as Izzy runs in to the room. She begins to frantically push you guys awake. Saying that they know that you're there. And it's time to get up.
I'm assuming we haven't recovered our magics, though.
The 2 of you have not. Alakin,
I went to
you
sleep
have.
first, though. I don't know how long we've been asleep, but I fell asleep early.
You've probably been asleep. You have probably been asleep like 6.5, 7 hours. You would
Just
be
shy.
right on the cusp. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, what? Who's coming?
I don't know what is he Scottish, right?
Yeah.
The ice elementals, they're coming!
She sounds a little bitchier than that.
I guess Free heads downstairs really quickly.
Yeah, fucking ice elementals, they're coming to get us! I don't know.
I feel like it's more Irish than that.
Yeah, hers is, she is Irish technically, but it sounds Scottish to me. So I think it's Scottish. Yeah, you guys get up and start making your way back onto Thyra. Izzy will peel off and make sure that the back wall, or the back door in the kitchen is secure, and she will also wall of stone that. How long does wall of stone last for?
Good question. I'll tell you. Where are my 5th level spells? Up to 10 minutes. It has an AC of 15 and 30 hit points per inch of thickness.
Okay. So.
And it's 6 inches thick.
Is everyone meeting up back with Thyra, or are we splitting the party and some going with Izzy, some going with Thyra? Because Izzy will stay in the kitchen and make sure that door is secure.
I was headed to Thyra.
Okay, so Free heads to Thyra. Lakin heads to Thyra.
Okay, I guess I'm sticking with Izzy.
Okay, you stick with
Shit.
Izzy. That's fine. I'm going to drag your guys' tokens along. We'll remove the silver goats one. That got so big for no reason at all. 3 of you are down there. And you 2 are up here. Okay, Thyra, you see Free and Lakin hurriedly coming behind you. That pounding is still continuing, and it's to the point where you can hear the front door, which is kind of this heavy iron, start to go. Every
let
impact.
them in. We can hide if they're inside. Don't let them break the door. Then it won't be proof anymore.
I'll drop concentration on the thing and open the door. I wasn't
Okay.
just gonna let them run rampant while I was of my own.
No, I understand. I'm just saying we don't want to lose the magic in this place. The door breaks down.
Okay. You drop concentration on the wall of stone, and the rock that is there begins to crack and then just break and sift into its kind of like this fine sand and then disappear in the middle of the air. As it does so, that doorway, the front doorway, is kind of disformed and misshapen because there is kind of like these large hammer marks in the middle of it that have forced the flat sheet of metal to cave inwards, and the sort of outsides are also bent in, and there is protruding area that you can see outwards. You can go ahead and unlatch the lock if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. You unlatch the lock, and there is as the iron door is now kind of blown off of the top hinge, the bottom hinge stays, and the iron just kind of creaks over, and you are stood there staring at 3 ice elementals that are now beginning to walk inwards.
I'm gonna walk back with them. Like, I'm gonna stay close to them, but as they're walking in, I'm gonna also walk back.
Okay. You begin walking back as the first one begins to duck its head and walk inwards. And there's kind of like these heavy impacts as the other 2 begin to flank in behind it.
Alakian's hiding in the back corner.
Yes, he is. They look towards you, Thyra. Alakian, make a stealth check for me.
21.
Sounds pretty good. I'm going to roll a perception check for them. Okay. Yeah. They look at you, and there is no facial feature. It is just kind of like this block of mangled ice. And you see the head kind of like turn, and it looks over your shoulder to where the staff is currently secure. And then you kind of hear from the outside this faint zzzz. You can't quite see behind them, though. And they are just, at this point, just standing there and looking down on you.
Sorry, guys, I didn't think it'd be an issue since I didn't use the staff when I opened the door.
Unfortunately, you don't need to.
Did she close the door back behind the ice elementals after they came in, or?
There was no room to do so. They are now
Okay.
pushing inwards. I'm trying to find the bloody
I
map.
need
that
someone to
had
close
them on.
that door. I want to try, if I can, keep them in a line. Because I'm assuming that they can only come in. I don't know how big this door is, but I'd assume they can only come in.
Right. I can't find the bloody thing. Okay, so for now, until I find the token, they're going to be alligators, aren't they? I have to.
Alligators.
They're always bloody alligators, aren't they? So, Alake is hiding in the back corner, I'll put it behind the counter. You're right there. One of them is right there. I'll put one right here and one right here.
Fuck.
Got up through there.
And we heard a sound we would maybe associate with teleportation.
Make an Arcana check.
Of course not.
That's
She's
Wade.
tired.
Can I pick?
He said peace, and he left.
Can I piggyback on that? Mine's not going to be much better, but
You can. Yeah.
thanks.
You're right, it isn't much better.
Fuck.
Alakian got a 22. So Alakian very much associates that with the sound teleportation. I'm going to give you guys the ability to do one thing here.
Major image. I'm going to create Thyra as an image attacking them so that we can run the fuck out of here.
Okay.
So it's just like another version of her appears there in like a 20-foot space and, you know, looks and sounds like her. Just not real.
Okay. So this is a cool idea. So Free, you hold the amulet that is now on your person, and it kind of feels warm for metal, in like a comforting way. As you focus, you envision an illusion where you could have a decoy Thyra that would run up and fight these three elementals. And all of a sudden, these small wisps of arcane begin to emerge in front of you, and a Thyra emerges and begins to run up and swing at the elementals.
And she's
the first
like,
one.
I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah. So you can run. Thyra and Lakin, what are you doing?
That's 30 feet. Ish.
Lyra wouldn't run very far. But I mean, I guess if she's already engaging the enemy. Does she know where Alakian is? No, what did he roll on stealth? 21?
Roll a 21.
I wouldn't pick that up with my passive. What would Thyra do? She would do some stupid shit. But that is the door is open, right?
Yeah, the door is busted open. Yeah.
Okay. She needs to be able to get... You know what? She needs to close that door. No, she'll run back. She'll run back. I can't tell how far that is.
You can
She'll
probably get
run.
to the end of that section of the corridor before it turns left.
Yeah.
Move your full distance.
Yep.
And Alakin is also going to run. He's a little bit further away in pubs of this, and I'm going to give him an action. That's it. He's going to run there. And he's just going to cast Darkness, which was... We'll put it right there. Okay, actually, I think he said he wanted it to be behind. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't bloody change it. What to do another one? I hate rolls like sometimes. He'll cast Darkness right there. And as you do so, running away, since the lake and you're the last one out, and you have a decent passive perception, you get the sense. They watch as you're running away, and this makeshift Thyra comes up and smacks, and the staff goes straight through. And the front one just looks up and begins lumbering after you guys. And then a voice from outside that just carries into the now open doorway that says, "Find them alive." So that one's going to move forward, and then these two are also going to move.
Alakian was gonna bonus action dash, so he would be behind me.
Right, I gave you guys one action, then let's do movement, so I'm going to allow you to do this. It's fine, you can get there. You're still out of their range. And it is on that point that we're going to go ahead, and I think we can roll initiative, you guys, to see how quickly you can get out of this.
I was just broke them.
Is there anything happening at the other door? And would I
You-
hear anything else happening?
You, Wade, run up behind Izzy, and Izzy has the sword down in the ground, and this wall of stone that has appeared in front of the doorway. Make a perception check.
Hell yeah. Hey, 22.
22. Nothing has happened as of yet.
Okay.
You and Izzy are kind of just waiting there for anything to happen. But it's been 30 seconds since you last saw Izzy and Free. No, sorry, Alakian and Free
Yeah,
dip
gotcha.
away. Just gonna double check here. So 25 to 20, anyone? And someone can roll for Izzy as well. Which I think, you know what, Chem, you do it.
Okie dokie.
'Cause you
Just
did
give me a
Izzy
second
last
to
time.
open her back up.
I think her dex is +2, so it should be +2 for initiative.
Should I roll initiative for Wade then?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. 10.
And for Wade. Good stuff, Wade.
I can only do air, fire, or water.
Okay, so Alakin got a 17. Did anyone
So
get
did
20,
Izzy.
15? So Alakin goes first. And then Izzy. Yep, 15 to 10. Wade got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just Wade.
Hmm.
And then Thyra and Free, what'd you get?
8.
12.
Okay. Great. So,
Hmm.
Alakian, Free, and Thyra. The first thing that you hear as you guys are running away are the heavy footfalls of the elementals that come after you. And then from behind them, another set of kind of more delicate and light footfalls. They're just walking in afterwards. But you only get one set.
Did I recognize the voice?
I think you would all recognize the voice without needing to make a check.
I
You all know who it
assumed.
is.
Who else
So,
would be in this icy hell so quickly?
It's Missouri.
I knew it!
yes, it is. I've got to copy her red token. It's fine. You can choose the green one for now. She's gonna come in and she's gonna get right about. Oh, you can't see her. No, Alakin can see her. Bastard. Alakin can't see her. She's gonna get right about there. As Alakin, you look through the darkness and you see the form of Lady Kyphine emerge, although completely devoid of color in this sphere that you set. And she's going to hold out her hand down the doorway, and she's going to cast Cone of Cold. So I would like for both Alakian and Thyra to make a Constitution saving throw. It will not hit Free because you're around the corner, and she doesn't know exactly where you are.
14.
14 is a failure. The 10 is a failure. Great. I'm gonna do it in roll 20 because I can't bother to pick out all those dice.
But it's still half damage for me, anyways.
It is. So, and with no, it's not evasion for this because it's so. Alakian takes 40 points of cold damage, and Thyra, you take 20. And she holds out her hand, and this kind of blast of frigid, like white-blue energy just shatters down the hallway, covering the walls in this like thin layer of frost, and extinguishing all flame that was in on torches, leaving the two of you kind of sapped of a little bit of strength in the middle of it. There are no other effects of kind of cold. It's just when you die. And that's her turn. The ice elemental seemingly unaffected by this. Lo and behold, it's immune to cold. Who would have thought? That's her turn. So following that, Alakian, you are up. Sorry, Wade, you'd be on 2 HP. You can get a short rest actually, Wade, if you want to roll hit points.
Well, okay, so we did also heal and stuff. Like, Wade did a full party heal to get everybody up, so I'd have that health at least as well.
Right.
I just don't remember what it was. I'll look it up.
I think it was 17, if I remember correctly. Does that
Something
sound
like
right
that.
to people? Was it 17?
No, that's what Izzy got on her healing potion. Apparently.
There's
Don't
my
worry.
26 in the Baylor. Okay.
I'll figure it out. Just keep going.
Okay. You can short rest though, and free you can also short rest.
Okay.
It can't see you, Lakin, so yes. You would have advantage. So you're gonna shoot it, I assume. With Kaifine. Kaifine also cannot see you that you would know of, so you have advantage. So you can shoot her. He's gonna do that. He's gonna shoot Kaifine. Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack. I can't get rid of this other purple thing. It's 17. She's going to... Nope. She can't cutting words that because she's in the darkness. Yeah, that hits. That just hits. So go ahead and roll damage, Alakian. Darkness spell, man. It's good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, roll that a few times to see what the average is.
20 total with sneak attack. Okay, great. So Alakian watches as he pulls back the bow. And the rest of you watch as well as Alakian pulls back the bow and fires down the hallway. You all kind of hear this, yeah, from somewhere in the next room. And that's all you hear for now. Worse in the grave. Anything else on your turn, Alakian, or are you running? If you're running, just stay running, and then I'll move you the full distance. Running, great. So Alakian runs with dash, and then that's his turn. And then following Alakian is Isabel. So Isabel does not hear shit coming out of here, but she will hear. There, put him. That's about 6 feet. She would hear footsteps coming up, and Alakian screaming and saying, "Kaifine's here. We gotta go."
Just
So
roll.
up to Izzy what she does.
Who ran into the room to say that?
Alakian. He didn't run in, but you can hear him shouting about it. Chem, what's Izzy gonna do?
I guess if she thinks we need to get back out, she'll drop the stone wall on this door
Sure. Wall of stone fades, and she sees
and
that
check
door
if
is
there's anyone out there.
that door is undamaged. As she unlocks it, and it looks open. She emerges into an alleyway, a back alleyway where they put all their trash and garbage and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No one's there.
Okay. Then I don't know what else. Hold an Eldritch Blast if anyone comes in.
Is she heading out the door, or is she staying there?
She's waiting to make sure her friends follow.
Okay, I'm going to put her right there so they can get around the left of her, and then she'll hold for the doorway in case anything dangerous approaches.
Okay.
Awesome sauce. So following Izzy, it's Wade and then Thyra.
This is difficult because Izzy's not here, but I'd be like, so do we abandon the place and hope that they can figure out how to destroy these things on their own? I mean, they're after us. Should we run and then they chase us? I'm like, I'm not sure what to do. I would probably start yelling that to Elakin, because at least Elakin can respond.
I'll respond as Isabel if you want.
Okay.
Izzy says, if Kyphine's here, that means that they could swarm the whole building. We should get out of here before more turn up. That's what she'll say.
Right.
I think that's what Izzy would do.
Right. What if we kill Caffeine? Maybe they stop though.
Yeah, but if we stay here and there are too many elementals and there are a bunch of them in the city, we'll be dead. You can't fight.
Alright. I'm gonna bust through toward Elakian. I think it was over here.
Yeah, more or less. We're loosey-gooseying it here. You can get to this doorway if you want.
That doorway?
If you wanted to move your full speed.
Okay. And I'm gonna kind of hold a firebolt for either Kyphiend or Ice Elementals, but just looking. I'm waiting for Free to come through, / running toward her. Because I don't want to abandon the place, because I know that the slaves have their contracts here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yep.
Also, they might be able to destroy them themselves, is my only other thought. So, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm just going to wait for Free, essentially.
Okay.
And hold that action.
So, you're going to hold Firebolt. Thyra, you're up. Free, you're on deck.
I have an interesting question.
Yes.
Ice elementals are basically solidified water.
Sure, they are magical solidified water, if that matters.
Could I use destroy water on them?
Interesting thought. I'm going to go ahead and look up the spell real quick. Because I really like the sound of this. Destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Okay. Is this what you want to do?
I would like to try it, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and say... Roll... Roll 4d10.
Okay. 30.
Okay. So, that elemental is not actually within your eyesight, because it's in darkness. I can't remove the
It doesn't have to be, it has to be in a cube. And I know it's a 30-foot cube.
Oh, perfect. You can hear it
And
anyway.
I can at least see the start of the 30-foot cube if I do it right in front of the darkness.
Great, awesome. So you deal 30 points of damage with a first level spell to the elemental in front. And you hear, almost as part of it is like crushed. It's like these arcane hands just come in and like crush gravel together to the point where it's fine dust. Except the dust is water, and you hear a lot of water just splash out onto the ground and almost seep through the edge of the darkness sphere towards you.
That was with first level.
That was with the first level spell, because it's imaginative and I
Okay.
like it.
Okay. Okay.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, because she would have just experimented with a first level spell before she went ham in. She's gonna look back at Free. Go follow Alakian. I got your back. She's gonna just go around the corner, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit.
Sure, so you can stay there if you want to. Great. So that's Thyra's turn. Free, you're up.
I can't leave them unwarned, and she's gonna book it into that room.
Okay, so let me think here, because I'm trying to figure out how you distance. You were right there, right?
Yeah,
And you'd
so
be
she's
10,
dashing 60
20,
feet.
Yeah, you get right about there. That's fine. So, Alakin away, you just watch as Free, not even really acknowledging you guys, just turns the other way and begins to walk upwards, going her full movement.
Okay.
I think that's all she can really do. Don't have any good bonus actions.
The two big casters are the ones that ended up not resting. Izzy's full rested, and she could cast Sending if you don't like it, but too late now. So
Free's not thinking about that.
following Free's turn, as the elementals go, this one's going to walk up right to you, Thyra, and it's going to swing at you twice.
Okay.
It just comes straight out. First one is an 8... Sorry, not 18. 16 to hit.
Yep.
The second one is an unnatural 20.
Yep.
So you take... you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points of cold damage, reduced to 5 on the first one.
Okay.
And make a con save.
16.
Succeed. And on the second one, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, 2, and 5 points of cold damage, reduced to 2, and make another con save.
19.
You succeed. As it slams into you, you feel the impacts on your torso, and it's like getting punched with a boulder. As it comes in, almost like you feel your ribs begin to crack a little bit. And as it does so, it leaves these flecks of ice that begin to try and take hold of you, but you, being somewhat accustomed to the cold, manage to shrug it off. And I'm not frozen. So, they're going to continue to move up, but they get stuck, because they're big and lumbering. Following the Elemental's turn, it's now Kyphine's turn. This section at the bottom is not darkness. I keep thinking that it is, but it isn't. So at this point, she would have seen the fake Thyra that was swinging at the Elementals and is now dispersed. So she's going to move up. I don't know what she's going to do. She's going to move past perception. Okay, no, she's not going to do that. This is what happens. Wade and Alakian. You see, in the middle of the room, right about here, a doorway appear in the floor. And from out of it, Kyphine's form begins to shift inwards and look towards you both.
Fireball.
Sort of begin to grin before she is shunted back to where she came from. I'll allow you to get the fireball off if you want to. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Wait, didn't you say that Izzy was holding an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, but she's not looking at that. She can't quite see it.
That's a 30 total.
That hits.
Okay.
Nice.
15.
You go ahead and chuck the fireball, and it impacts, and she is not phased at all. Nothing happens. Before she is pushed back, technically speaking, off of the map. That's her turn. I roll damage by myself. So following Kaifin, Alakian, it's your go. You now understand she doesn't know how this place works, at least in that respect. She just tried to do the exact same thing that Free tried to do when she came in. Let me roll damage for her. Which is, I think, 40-10 if you fail a dimension door, right? Free, you'll be able to tell me that?
What?
Hold on.
How much
You take
damage?
force damage. It's 4d8 or something, I believe.
I gave her 40-10, so there you go.
I have to scroll
Cool.
down to find it.
So, Wade, Alakian turns to you.
4d6.
46? I'm
Yeah.
gonna re-roll that then. Oh, she rolled 3 1s and a 5. 8 damage. On the other one, she rolled 24, so shouldn't have said that for you, should you?
She's a fair player.
Alakian turns to you, Wade, and tells you to run after Free. And then he calls back to Isabel to come join him in the fight. And then he's going to take up position at the hallway and fire down the hallway at the element. So Alakian's going to move... He's going to get around the tables, so he's going to move 20-ish feet around. You just have line of sight there. It's within range. Go ahead and take a shot. And if you get a 13, that misses. The shot actually just goes straight past Thyra's head, and it hits the elemental, but just carves offwards in a weird, like, jagged out bit of ice where the Destroy Water's taken place. And he's going to use his bonus action, Hex, which is super dope. Hex is not a save, right? It just goes. So he's hexed. I'm going to give him the skull and crossbones. Great. Awesome. So, following Lakin's turn, it's Isabel's turn.
Yeah, she'll move
Izzy
up
just
to where
heard.
Wade is.
She can absolutely do that. She's going to get... Yeah, she can just get out. Just about.
And then she'll wait and hold, again, Eldritch Blast. For anyone that comes out there that isn't a friend.
Awesome sauce. Following Isabel's turn. Wade, you're up.
Shit. Wade's gonna start dashing toward Free.
Okay. Just go ahead and move 60 feet using the ruler
Yeah.
and see how far you can get.
I can get up right beside her pretty much.
You could go up the top way if you wanted to.
Oh, is that faster? I didn't know if
Yeah.
that was unlocked or not, because I remember we didn't go through that door.
You did go through that door, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Boom. Yeah. Either way, I get right up to her.
Awesome. So you got 10 feet of movement afterwards, and you emergency free running.
Okay, what's the plan?
I just want to tell them what's here and let Bree know where the contracts are, because if Alakian can pick those, maybe she can.
Yeah, that's a good
and they
idea.
can burn them later.
Okay, because
They just need to know.
yeah. As long as they know, I think these things are just after us. So, if we were to leave, I think that might be the best bet, for their safety.
Yeah, I need to get to someone to let them know what's happening.
Of course. Okay.
Move an additional 10 feet, Wade. If you've got a bonus action, you can use it. If not, then that's Thyra's turn.
I'll move my 10 feet back this way to rejoin the attempt to rejoin the fight.
Okay, got you. So Thyra, you're up.
Well, I was gonna do a thing, but if Wade can move that far in 60 feet, then I cannot do a thing. Because I don't want to hurt everybody in this place. So I'll just... Because I was going to do my Thunder and Lightning on these freaking elementals, but it hits everybody in 60 feet.
Yeah, that's true. This isn't to scale.
Yeah.
We'll pretend it's to scale for now, is what we'll do.
Okay, so
Would it
I be
go
able...
around the magically enforced walls, though?
I don't know.
Just a thought.
Who knows?
So, yeah, I'm gonna use my... Hold on. Let me just read something really quickly. I'm gonna do 2 things.
And then after Thyra, it'll be you free.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature and become a great tree. So, my skin starts to, like, bark up, and leaves start to sprout out of my hands and legs and my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I get 10 temporary HP, but then I'm gonna pull out my Staff of Thunder and Lightning, and I am going to Thunder and Lightning this perfect line of ice alligators.
Awesome. Yeah.
So that is a Dex and a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
The 3 of them.
Okay, so as a note on this, because you are within 10 feet of it, you start your turn there. You take 6 points of cold damage, reduced to 3 for being in the aura. And then they all need to make Dex saves and then Con saves. So I'll do it Dex then Con, and then I'll do the next one. So Dex for the first is a 17. And his Con is a 17.
Okay, just makes it, whichever one that one was.
The second guy, his Dex is a 10. And his
Does
Con
not make it.
is a natural 1.
Okay. So let
And
me
then the
go.
third guy, his Dex is an 8. And his Con is a 23.
Okay. So roll these 2. Oh, that was really bad. Bad thunder damage. So the one that okay, hold on. They all take half damage if they passed. The one that failed is deafened for 1 minute.
Okay, so the Con save is for deafening.
Yes.
Got you. Okay, so the first one passed, and he was the only one to pass. So he only takes 12 points of damage, right? Or is it 12 plus 1? It's 12 plus
Which
1.
one are we doing?
The
Because I
first
did
guy,
lightning
he
strike
passed.
and thunderclap. Sorry, it's a lot.
Okay, so the second one is just the thunderclap damage?
Yes, the second one is just the thunderclap damage. That's just the force damage.
Got you. Okay, so the first guy takes 12 points of damage. Which puts him down a little bit. The other 2 failed their dex save, so they each take 24.
Mhm.
And the middle guy failed his con, so he takes an additional 3.
And he's deafened.
Yep. And
Not that it really matters, but
Yep.
still, it was cool that I could use.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Thyra?
No, I want to stay where I am. Everything, since I'm now a tree, things around me are difficult terrain. I just have
Yes,
to
they
look
are.
it up. So
Okay.
as a tree, I gain 10 temporary HP. I make con saving throws with advantage, and dexterity and wisdom-based attack rolls with advantage. And the ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Yes, sir. So that's your turn, Thyra, and then following Thyra, it's free.
Okay. She could pretty much, if she wanted, make it to here, according to the measurements.
You peek your head around and you see most people are asleep, but getting up right now because they can hear
Yeah.
something's happening.
can she call out to Bree and Thea?
Sure. You go ahead and call out, and you hear Thea's voice return, and it says, Bree?
We're under attack by ice elementals. We have to flee because they're after us.
Where do we go?
You guys, they hopefully won't come after you. But once they leave, tell the rogue or whatever that the contracts are in the black box upstairs. If she can pick all the locks, they just need to be burned or destroyed magically, and then you'll all be free.
What rogue?
She's a halfling?
I have not seen one.
Fuck's sakes.
Anything else on your
She's
turn,
here
Bree?
somewhere. She's so mad now. Nope, that's it.
That's Free's turn. Okay, following Free, it's the Elementals' turns. They can move through each other's spaces, but only the second one. So, Thyra, you're going to get 4 attacks on you.
Okay.
I'll use my icy die for this. So we'll do the first one first, which is the slightly damaged guy. He's looking a little rough, and he has disadvantage. So on the first hit, that's a 9 plus 7 is
It'll hit.
hits, and then the second one is a 9, so does not hit. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning. Sorry, 15 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 7 cold, reduced to 3, and you make a con save. And while I do that, I'm going to roll the other guy, which is a 15 to hit.
It's a 14 con. 15 just hits.
Okay. And the second one hits. So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 7 points of cold, reduced to 3 on the first. And then on the second blow, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 cold, reduced to 4. And you just make 2 more con saves to see if the additional
Okay, first I have to make my first concentration check, which is fine.
You
All
make
right,
these
so
with
this
advantage,
is-
right?
Yes.
Yep.
So my second con save for guy is a 24. That's fine. So I need to make another concentration check. That's fine. That's...
Okay.
Yep, okay. So Guardian of Nature is still up. Let me
So-
do my math.
You are good. You feel as the impacts break into you, the ice is beginning to culminate around you. You are not frozen, but your movement speed would be halved. And you have all of them funneled. They are going to stay where they are. Following the elemental's
Hold on.
turn.
I have to do a lot of math here. Okay, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Following the elemental's turn, what is Isabel's passive perception? Does anyone know?
She
I'll look it up.
wise.
I don't think
She's
it's crazy
charismatic.
wise. Her passive perception
Probably doo-doo.
is 11. She's holding. Alakian, it's your turn. You see Thyra begin to grow this bark-like skin, still getting pounded by these elementals. But she's standing there, sentinel as ever. How hurt do you look, Thyra?
How hard do I? Oh, very.
She's very hurt. And following Alakian, it will be Isabel's turn. Chemist in here, I'll take it. It's fine. She'll just do the same thing. So Wade, you'll be up next, technically.
Oh, okay. Cool. Like, I'm up right now?
No, you'll be up after Isabel.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so roll your healing word for me, Alakian. For some reason, I can't shift these damn circles. Roll20 needs to fix that.
Yeah.
The darkness will shift. I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? Will shift to be right about, we'll say right there. Thyra, you're just out of it, but the other guys are in it.
Okay.
And you heal 12 points of damage.
I will definitely take it.
That's his action bonus. Like, if you want to move, tell me. Otherwise, it's Isabel's turn. Is there anything that Izzy wants to do?
I don't know what's happening. I ran away.
Not much to Isabel. She
Probably
hears
getting
commotion coming
impatient.
down.
She'll move down to get line of sight, I guess, and see if she can see anything.
Okay, she moves down. She can only see Thyra.
All right, I guess she'll wait and hold again.
Okay, so she'll hold her Eldritch Blast in
Blast.
case anything comes,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Wade, you're up.
All
And then
right.
Thyra, you're on deck.
We're just gonna start moving down into this room. Get right into the room. He's gonna yell. He's gonna yell. We gotta hold the line until Free so that Free has enough time to warn everyone. And then I will use my action to dash, I guess, and just kind of come this way. I'll go right here.
Okay. Sure, you turn the corner and you see Thyra standing there, looking pretty rough, holding the staff, and her skin is kind of like this deeper brown color that is reminiscent of tree bark.
Mhm.
She's changed a little bit. Great, so following Wade, were you holding an action? Or did you dash, right?
I dashed, yeah.
So, Thyra.
Wade gets wet. Thyra gets woody.
Haha. Yes. Thyra, what do you
I
want
had
to do
to.
on your turn, apart from saying that pun?
Oh yeah. She's gonna do kind of the same thing she just did last time. I mean, she can't really see, but she already knows where these things are.
Yeah.
She's gonna take her staff and she's just gonna do the lightning strike.
Okay. So at the
With
start of
her
your turn,
staff.
by the way, you take 5 cold damage, reduced to 2.
Okay.
And then you hold up the staff and you lightning strike. What is that?
Lightning strike. You can use an action to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from your staff. In a 5 foot wide, up to 120 feet long, each creature in the line must make a DC 17 Dex save.
It's lightning bolt. That's what it is.
Lightning
there was one
bolt.
that was like that. So they have to make a dex save. First one is a 5. Second one is a 7, and the third is a 17.
So the last one will take half damage. The other 2 will take full damage.
Sure.
And for my bonus action, I am going to a wild shape into... I didn't bring up my wild shapes. Give me just a second.
You're all good.
Yeah, I am going to wild shape into a barky owlbear.
Oh, you're level 12 in Druid. You're not level 12 in Druid, are you?
Did she get her long
I
rest?
got my full. I got my long rest.
There she goes.
But you would have to be level 12 in Druid to do level 3.
Yeah, I leveled up.
I see
You're
what you're
part
saying.
barbarian.
I see what you're saying.
No, I'm level 9. So for druids at level 9, I can
Oh!
do CR3.
I'm sorry, I thought it was reduced by divided by 4, not divided by 3.
Oh yeah,
Got you.
not for Circle of the Moon.
I was
Circle
like,
of the
it's
Moon.
divided by 4?
It's yeah, Circle of the Moon. It's and it's 3. So it's like at level 6 I could do 2. At level 9 I can do 3. At level 12 I could do CR4.
Okie dokie, awesome. Let me see if I can find Karan's token real quick. I probably can't. I probably deleted it because I'm a fool. I have all these tokens saved on previous maps that I've archived. I have it. I'm so smart, you guys. So here you go, Thyra. You are now a large owlbear.
Yay!
You are still concentrating on your
Yes.
thing.
I am.
Thyra. So there you go. You are now an owlbear. That's your bonus action. Use your action to do the staff thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else in your turn?
Nope.
Following that, Bree, you are up.
Okay, so Bree is not there. I think it was a copper dragonborn was her friend.
Yes, yeah.
Is she here?
Are you asking or are you looking?
I'm asking Thaya.
I have not seen her either.
Fuck's sakes. Those two are the only ones I know can pick it, unless someone else is good with lockpicks. Or, I guess, dispelling magic. I don't know. But we have to go or they're gonna come. Or I have to go or they're gonna come this way. Stay safe.
You want to... Okay.
And she's gonna have to run back. Which I guess puts her back over here.
So they're going to stay put where they are. And that's your turn 3.
Yep.
Following that, it's the Elemental's turn. Thyra, you're going to get 4 hits
Okay.
against your owlbear form. So the first one is at disadvantage because of the hex. So it's a good thing because that is an 11.
It does not hit.
And on the second hit on him is a 10.
Does not hit.
So no dice for that. The other one... Yeah, I guess it can't see, so it would still be disadvantage. You're right. So the other one is... Oops, a 12 to hit.
Misses.
And... Well, an 18 and a 19, that's a 25.
Yeah,
to hit.
that'll hit.
So, on the last hit, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 9 cold, reduced to 4. And you gotta make a con save with advantage.
12.
12. Your movement speed is still halved, not that you're using
Okay, well, I'm not moving.
Okay.
And I made my concentration check as well, barely. But it
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Following that, Alakian and Isabel and Wade. You hear gentle footsteps from behind, and then the strum of a harp as the ground underneath of Alakian and Isabel begins to alight with this bright orange glow. And then the section next to them, and the section next to them, and it goes all the way down the hallway up to Thyra, as Lady Kyphine has emerged through the kitchen exit and is going to cast Firestorm on all of that row. So, Owlbear, Thyra, Wade, Isabel, and Alakian all need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Fine, I have advantage. 17.
20
Okay.
21.
That's enough.
Okay, so 21. Thyra, you just succeed. Just.
Jeez.
What did Isabel get?
What gets me?
Fuck. apparently I can't click buttons. 7.
Okay, so Alakian, you can evade this. So Wade and Isabel, Wade, you take 40 points of damage, and then everyone else takes 20 points of fire damage because evasion, damage reduce, and succession. And you turn and you see her, and she's just gently plucking at the harp. She looks to be in pretty good condition right now.
Can Izzy take her shots? She was holding Eldritch Blast.
Sure. Yeah. She can do that.
It is 3 of them this time, too.
What am I about to do?
21
Right, so...
for 3, 12 and 3 misses, 23 for 8.
So Kaifin takes 11 points of damage. And is still looking pretty happy at the row of fire that she just threw out at everyone. It did actually also impact the elemental, because the elemental's right there. So I said it was 40 points of damage on the deck save. It physically can't beat it, so it's going to take the full 40. And at every 10 it takes 1, so it takes 44 points of damage. It's still up, but it's just barely up. Uncanny dodge, right. Uncanny dodge is fine. Cool. Okay. That's going to be her turn. So following that, Alakian, you're up. You've got the edge of an elemental that is very bad in that darkness, and Kaifin up. By the door that you saw Wayne and Isabel come out of, and she's looking pretty good right now. What does Alakian want to do? You've got 2 targets. Following Alakian, it's Isabel's turn. This is actually looking pretty good right now. Nope, this area is bright. Because there are still torches on the walls, and on top of that, a couple of the tables are now on fire because of the firestorm. So, the only area that's in darkness or dim light that you can see is in that darkness spell that you've created. Unless you wanted to jump to someone's shadow, which I would require a perception check for.
A dope idea.
That was my thought behind it as well. So, for those of you that don't know, the boots are real cool. Okay, make a perception check for me, Alakian. Nine, you can't see it. It's somewhere in that doorway, you just can't make it out. Definitely behind her.
It was a fun campaign, everybody.
Yeah, bad stealth roll by Thyra.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
She's not stealthy.
Actually, show him. I'll go to her. Okay, so he's gonna run up. Okay, cool. So you run up, Alakian, right in front of her. And okay, so Isabel, roll damage or also attack Alakian. Isabel and Wade, you would see as you turn around and look at her. Alakian sort of holds out his hand, and this vague, shadowy tendril like protrusion begins to come out and form into the shape of a very nice jet black sword, and he's going to swipe at her. Because you get 1 attack with Shadow Blade. That's part of the casting. It's just a straight attack, weapon attack, melee weapon attack. You can use Dex for it. Yeah, that's it. 30-20 hits, so go ahead and roll damage. I don't think you do have advantage. She knows that you're there. You're not hidden. And you're not being flanked, so it's straight roll. It's not dim light. It's bright light. So it's just a straight roll. Into darkness, we're like, okay, sure, roll with advantage, that's fine. Okay, so Izzy's up next, and then Wade. Actually, Thyra, you cannot see the elemental, so you don't know how bad it is. But it's you hear
What?
it's still up. You can't see the elemental right next to you because it's still in darkness.
I know.
So you know it's still up. It's just there. Okay, 11 psychic damage. Awesome. So Alakin goes ahead and deals 11 psychic damage to Kaifine by slashing, or it's necrotic damage with that blade, by slashing into her. And at the end of Alakin's turn, she's going to use legendary action to use a frost script on you, Alakin, to make a dex save. And I'll tell you what that happens when you make it. Following Alakin's turn, it's Isabel's turn. You're fine, Alakin, don't worry about it.
Okay. And then I'm assuming Izzy's just gonna run in there and Holy Avenger her as many swings as she can get.
Sure. Izzy can run up, and she does, I think, 2 attacks?
2.
She can't quite flank because she's in the doorway, but she'll
What?
it's just straight attack rolls.
Can I still fit in there?
25.
25 hits. Izzy does two-handed, I know.
Yeah. So I guess slashing two-handed is 13, and then the radiant is 10, or whatever.
And that's
it
only
is.
on Fiend, so it's just
Oh, it's on
13
Fiends.
straight damage.
13. Cool.
13 damage on her.
So it's
Yep.
really confusing. And then again,
It is confusing, I know.
24.
She's going to use her reaction to cutting words.
Okay, so another 14 cut however much she does that.
She rolled a 5, which puts it down to 19, which still hits.
Cool, so 14 damage.
Another 14 damage. Yeah, Kaifine is still okay. She's a little hurt, she's a little rough around the edges, but she's still okay.
I don't know what else Izzy has. Give me a second. Oh, wait. She's a paladin. Can she
Smite
her? I forgot. I'm not used to playing a paladin. Can
Yeah,
she
I'll allow
smite her?
you. I'll allow you to smite on the second one.
At
That's
least the
fine.
second one?
Yeah, on the second one, that's fine.
Okay.
So that is 2d10 if you're burning a first level, or 2d8 if you're burning a first level. Sorry,
She's gonna burn a second level because they're out of here.
the 3d8. I think it's
3d8.
Griz, you have to tell me if it's a d10 or a d8. I think it's d8.
It's a D8, I believe.
Where's sharp when you need it?
Rolled bad. 6.
6. Yeah, so she is starting to look a little rough right now, but she's otherwise okay. Following that, at the end of Isabel's turn,
Burn the witch.
she's going to use legendary action to strum. So I need Alakin and Isabel to both make charisma saving throws for me.
29. Natural 20.
So Izzy takes half. 22. Alakin takes half. But Izzy doesn't take half because it's psychic damage. So Isabel takes 10 points of psychic damage, and Alakin takes 5.
Okay.
Oh, who's on 60? Sorry, Wade, do it as well.
Oh no. What kind of save am I making then? Charisma?
It's a charisma save. You should be fine.
19.
Fails, so you take 11 points of psychic damage.
Woo, baby.
Actually, all of you have to make it. So Free and Thara make one as well, because you're within 60 feet.
29.
5 points of psychic damage to you.
Ooh, okay.
13 for Thyra. 22 points of psychic damage to Thyra. Because of the parasite. Okay, and that's Isabel's turn. Following Isabel, Wade, you're up.
Okay, this is for all the marbles right here. Wade's gonna run up. Use his last sorcery point. Wade looks like complete shit, by the way. Shocking grasp. So it's a subtle spell, shocking grasp. However, I'm finally gonna use the stupid Feywild shard.
Oh no.
Okay.
Let me
So you're gonna
roll the
choose to
attack
roll on the table?
first, which is 22.
22 hits.
Sweet.
She can't cutting
So
words.
that does 15 lightning.
15 points of lightning damage. Sure.
Unless is she wearing metal? It doesn't really matter. It would have been advantage. It
not
doesn't
wearing
matter
metal.
anyways.
No.
And then I roll a D100. Let's do it.
Go ahead and roll your D100.
Where is the D100 on here? D100, here it is. 43.
43. Okay. So you, Wade. Haha. You son of a bitch. I hate you, Griz. I want you to know that.
Please tell me it's
As
like you
you-
regain all your spell slots. In
No,
health.
it isn't. You throw out the lightning.
Okay.
And as you touch her, you barely graze past, and it does arc out into her, and she sort of has to regain herself from it. And as that lightning stays around your hands, it kind of like begins to leap off in areas around you, and you feel bits of your essence just go to those areas, and you can almost grab them and move the rest of yourself there. So, for the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Okay.
Which
It was
is
a
pretty
bonus
fucking
action
good.
to use that sorcery point, so unfortunately I can't do that. Oh no, that's to convert sorcery points, not to use them. Sorry.
Well, it won't affect this turn, it'll affect
oh,
the next turn, right?
Okay, subsequent turns. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. You always roll the good ones, man. Shit.
I mean, I was afraid of turning into a potted plant there, man. Fireballing the squad.
Yep. That's fair. So, following Wade's turn, it's Thyra's go. Thyra, at the start of your turn, you take 7 points of cold damage, reduced to 3 in proximity of the elemental. And it's now your go.
Muted.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my combat wild shape to heal my owlbear form. That sucked.
Yes, it did. You're right.
But I have a question. Owlbears have keen smell. Would my attack still be with disadvantage on the elemental in front of me? Or would I have to make a perception check?
You're in the aura, so you know that you're pretty close. It's a big creature, and it takes up most of the hallway. I'll say you're fine. You just make it with
Okay.
a straight roll.
Then I'm gonna beak and claw whatever's closest to me.
Yeah.
So that's a 15
Misses.
and a 13.
Misses.
Yeah, because those are strength-based.
You just go ahead and try and scrape into it, but you're hitting matter, but you're not quite able to get in.
And how much? No, my guardian of nature is gone
Okay. Sure thing. So it's now.
because I needed to roll a
on
10.
Brain. Sure. Sure, whatever. Great. Awesome. So that's Thyra's turn. Following Thyra, it's Freeze go.
Okay.
Free, you, as you're running back, you hear a sound, and it kind of racks your brain for a second, and kind of makes your nose bleed a little bit, but you don't... It's hard to place a source, you know?
Yeah. So her 30 feet puts her here, and she's gonna come through and see Kaifin.
Yeah, you can just about make out, like, the edge of the blue coat.
Okay. I posted this in chat earlier. Did she grab the strings? I intended to grab them the last time when she found them, but then you said they were still there. So I just wanted to make sure. Cool. She's going to hold them up and be like, hey, Kaifin, look what I have, and wait for her to see, and then book the rest of her movement out of the room.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see how she's doing here. 18.
She looks, and you see her make contact with the strings, and then you turn and book it.
Yeah.
And you, as you run away, you just hear her say, I'll peel them off your corpse.
Oh, yes. You can certainly try. And I think that's about... Oh, just a smidge more. She's
Okay.
gonna turn down this hole.
So following Free's turn, Thyra, you're going to get 4 attacks.
Okay.
I believe Shadow of Moil... No, sorry, not Shadow of Moil. The other one is Concentration, so Hex is no longer active. So these guys are just straight attacking.
Okay.
So the first one is an out 1.
Oh, that misses.
The second one is a 6 + 7 for 13.
Misses.
The third is a natural 2. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this die right now. And the last one is a 4 for 11. In a
Ooh,
shocking
they're all gonna
turn of
miss.
events.
Wow.
They come through and begin to try and batter you, and they just can't seem to get through. Great. So that's their turn. Following that, it's Kaifin's turn.
Mhm.
Kaifin's going to cast a spell. Wade, do you have a counter spell? Nope. Kaifin goes. She's gone. Yep. Awesome. Then at the end of... Technically the start of her turn, just before. Wade, Isabel, and Free begin to hear some movement, kind of like heavy thuds, from outside of the kitchen area. You get the sense, knowing what's happening, you're about to get swarmed here. They're about to pin you. Cool, so following that, Elakian, it's your turn. Sneak damage attack. Sneak attack wouldn't matter, she's still fine. Don't worry about that. And then following Elakian, it'll be Izzy. And then following Izzy, it'll be Wade, so Wade, start thinking about what you're going to do. I did not expect this to be how the session was going to go, you guys.
I don't think any of us did.
Nope.
You go back to the hallway, cast Darkness in the hallway again, drop the concentration on the other spell. Okay, so his blade, Elakian's blade, just puffs into smoke and just dissipates. Darkness is back up over those elementals. Thyra, you hear him screaming at you to run.
Yeah, Thyra can only move 10 feet, so...
That has actually one off. It's just a one-turn thing.
Oh, okay.
So you can move your full movement now. And then Free, if you want to... Oh, sorry, Chem, if you want to talk about Izzy doing her turn at the same time, that's fine.
I'm assuming she's gonna wait to see if Thyra's coming, and then she'll run to the back door.
Okay. Okay. Sure, so you run to the back door on Isabel.
Once she makes sure Thyra is coming.
Yeah, yeah. And Alakin's going to run to the back door. Okay, Alakin, you run to the back door now, we'll say. You get there and you peek out. You don't see Kaifin, but you do see a number of elementals. You got a high pass perception. You see 4 elementals coming your way. And you know that these things are tanky and bulky. They're a little ways off. But you're going to have to book it now, or fight, or figure out another way out of the building. Okay. He'll turn around and say for everyone to leave now. So everyone... Sound carries? Yeah. Everyone hears a Lakin shout to leave. Okay. So following a Lakin's turn, Izzy waits for Thyra. Wade?
Alright, so explain how this teleportation to me, exactly how this works that I just gained from my Feywild thing.
You, as a bonus action, can teleport up to 20 feet. I'll say that you can see. So you could use your bonus action to teleport 20 feet and then run 30 and then use your action to dash to run 30 if you wanted to.
Okay. Can I teleport people with me? I know that's kind of like a...
You cannot.
Okay. Shit.
That you would gather. I mean, it's weird. You could try if you wanted to.
Yeah. 20 feet. I'm gonna no, because Izzy's waiting for Thyra. I would know that. I don't know where Free is technically right now. This is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that a Lakian has. We heard the sounds, and then a Lakian said, "Leave now."
Yeah.
So I need to make sure that this door stays clear for the rest to be able to leave. So what Wade's gonna do is run, and as he's running, just say it to Izzy, like, if you see Free, tell her we're heading out the back. And then I'm gonna run up to the back door and just kind of wait there. If something comes into my threat range, I will shock and grasp.
Okay, so you're just gonna run up there. You're not gonna use the teleport thing.
I am not gonna use the teleport thing this turn.
Got you. Okay, so you can move your 30 feet. You're gonna get around the table, so I'll put you... No, you can get right there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And you hold a shock and grasp ready.
Yeah.
In case anything. You peer out the doorway and you see the ice elementals. They're about 50, 60 feet away. You can, if you slip out this coming turn, you can maybe get past them. But otherwise, they're going to get straight to you. They're coming towards you.
Me? Yeah.
Okay. So, following Wade's turn, Thyra.
Mhm.
Start of your turn. 10 points of cold damage, reduced to 5.
Alright, Owlbear's gone.
Owlbear is gone, and you are back to being Thyra.
Mhm.
Concentrating.
Now that I'm Thyra, what do I want to do? I have an idea. And I think I'm gonna do it as a last ditch effort. I'm gonna use a 4th level spell and cast Destroy Water.
Okay.
That's for how big is that cube? It's a big one.
It's a 30-foot cube. You can destroy up to 10 gallons of water. These things...
That's at 1st level. I'm using
Right,
a
okay.
4th level spell slot.
So
it
how
goes
much
up.
water is that?
That is an additional 10 gallons per spell slot. So
Okay.
that would be 40
okay.
gallons. And then my box increases of where I can pull it from.
Okay, so if it's 40, 10 per 10 gallons, that's 4 per 10. You're using 4 of them, so it's 16 d10, and then we'll split it evenly amongst all 3. So go ahead and roll 16 d10.
Let's see if I do this correctly.
100. Each of them will take 33 points of damage. which is about right. Yeah, that's about right. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So the first one just is gone. The other two are still there.
Okay. Well, I can't see it. Is darkness still up?
Yes, but you can
Okay,
still feel
I
the
can't see.
aura.
So yeah, that was my action. I'm going to. I don't know how big this hallway is. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use my movement to run. My whatever. 30 feet.
Okay, so you can run 30 feet
Yeah.
to Izzy, and then Izzy sees Thyra coming. Does Izzy want to move now, or does she want to hold?
That's the wrong screen.
I think I killed one.
All right. She's gonna wait now because we told her to tell Free where they are. So once
Okay.
she sees Free, then she'll go over. I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll allow for that to happen. You're just shifting targets. Sure, that's fine. Okay, following Thyra, Free, you're up.
Okay. Easy enough. Free will run out. Izzy will yell at her, and she can make 60 feet to here. I already measured it out.
Okay, Izzy sees this, and then we'll book it 30 feet away. Behind. Actually, she'll do about halfway, so she can catch Thyra. Make sure she's right there. Great. So that's Free's turn. Okay. I'm gonna reveal the outside of this map, which is nothing, but we're gonna use it for spatial reasons
Mm-hmm.
to give you guys more of an idea here. Okay. You have, at the end of this turn, about 20 feet away. 1, 2. Three.
Thyra's gonna yell, "Go without me if you need to."
They use their movement to get up to you, and they're running straight for that doorway. Will be Kaifin's turn. She's not invisible, eyeline. So following Kaifin, Alakian, you're up. And then Isabel can also go at the same time.
At the same time, Izzy will just go out and stand beside Alakian and wait for him to cast that once Thyra catches up, I'm assuming.
So Izzy will run out of the door. And she'll hold it there.
Actually. Her magic
So-
armor gives her another wall, doesn't it?
It doesn't give her a wall, it gives her a spell called Bones of the Earth, which is 6 pillars that she can place in a wall-like fashion.
Can she put them between the 4?
She absolutely can.
Like across here?
Yeah, she absolutely can do that.
Just reinforce it as much as she can to keep them away for as long as they can.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we'll put up a makeshift wall right there. I forgot to move these two as well. They're going to move, since it's no longer difficult terrain. Like right there. It's going to go right behind.
Yep.
So Thyra, they're coming up behind you.
Okay.
If Izzy's doing that, I will prep a plane shift when Thyra gets here. Alakian, are you... Okay, you're doing it outside. Great. Awesome. Cool. So Alakian is going to hold a plane shift for when everyone gets there. And Alakian, you can tell me what plane you're attempting to shift to as well. So that's Alakian, Izzy, Wade. I assume you're running out with them.
Yeah, hold on. So, I think here. I don't want to leave Thyra. I don't know what the turn order is in my head, so I'm like.
It goes Wade. It goes you then Thyra. It goes Wade then
Oh,
Thyra.
okay.
Yep, it goes you then Thyra.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, kind of. Can I use my action to drag Free outside?
Yes, you can grab Free and drag her 15 feet of your movement if you want to. So Free, you're running and you're like about to leave, and Wade just grabs you, and it's almost counterproductive, really, because he grabs you and starts dragging you out of the doorway that you are about to run through.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Okay.
Here, you can stand behind me.
Great. Okay. So, Thyra, it's now your turn.
Mhm.
Alakian, I'll say, has called out to you that he's going to plane shift.
Okay. Wanted to do something, but I don't think I can and make it outside. No, I cannot. I'll have to use my I guess I'm gonna. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna double dash. I'm gonna move and use my action to dash to get outside.
Okay.
And hope these little fuckers follow me.
As you get outside...
Can I tell if this door's closed?
No, it's open. You left everything open.
Oh no. She's gonna have to double move her. She's gonna get left behind. So
Okay. So,
hopefully they'll follow.
as you run out of the door, Alakian, make your intelligence check.
Come on.
It's a straight roll for you. You are not enhanced.
I was gonna give him. Oh, thank God.
So it's fine. As the spell goes off, and all of you begin to feel your matter shift, Thyra and Wade make strength saving throws.
Oh God, it went there.
Yep.
You both have Thardan's blood, and he is banned.
Mhm.
Oh my God, 5. Is this a magical effect technically?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck yes. Yes, 17. 19. Sorry, 19. I thought it was a minus 1
19.
plus 1.
That's really good,
16.
because if you did not do that, you would have been left behind.
Yeah.
So very good, Wade. As Alakian links the energy around you, and you all begin to feel your molecules vibrate and stretch and shift through the planar barriers. There is a moment of pause before your feet hit wood instead of stone. The temperature changes, and you look around, and everyone is with you. Well done.
Oh boy.
You're out of combat.
How are we alive?
In the middle of Hannon's house too.
You are in the middle of the familiar teleportation room that you were last in with Delphine.
Thank goodness.
I gotta remember which fucking music I played for the Feywild. I don't remember. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put that one on for now. We'll just shift it if I can find it. No, it's I don't remember. It's fine. As you all your feet hit ground, you're in the room. What do you want to do?
Thyra's gonna kick something.
Free's
Okay.
gonna go to the door and call
Oh
out
shit!
for
I had that
someone.
motive. Oh.
Yeah, you did. So Free, you go to the door and open the door, and you call for someone.
Yep.
Okay, the time of day. It's very early in the morning. It's very early in the morning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you call out and you hear a familiar voice respond, kind of soft and warm. Says, "Free?"
Apologies, we had to run, and this is the only safe place we could get to.
You see a head appear at the bottom of the stairs of long silver hair and elven features. You see Ziravel. Is everything okay? What happened?
I
Kyphine.
slipped up again.
Oh. The Scorched King, one of his followers, found us. We had to flee. We're not rested. Or at least some of us aren't rested, so we had no way to fight back.
Oh, right. Yes. Stay here, please.
Of course.
Blood.
And
It's gushing out of Wade's mouth.
she's like, "Oh dear," and runs out to the kitchen and comes back with like a small towel and just hands it over to you. I need a minute. And turns and moves back downstairs.
Yeah, of course.
What did Thyra find to kick? Is it just a wall?
Bookshelf. You kick the bookshelf. Make a strength check.
A check? Okay.
Yep.
It's not as
Straight
not
strength.
as bad as... 21.
You break it. Books go everywhere.
Whoops. She starts picking them up. I think madder than she was when she kicked the bookshelf.
You hear Free, you're a perceptive one. You hear a couple of like deep breaths coming from the downstairs and like murmuring of what to do. Ziravel's not the decision maker in the house so much. And then she sort of comes back up after about 2 minutes of down there and says, so you really shouldn't be here. But it's fine. This is manageable because Isabella's here and she has the sword.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
So we can return the sword, and that's why you should be here.
Actually, Wade, I had a vision. We need to trade it for a crown to be able to defeat Kymel.
I don't really know what that means.
Neither do we, but that's what he was told, right, Wade?
Yeah, this water face that turned into a dragon came to me and told me that.
I'm gonna roll an insight check. You rolled a 2.
Wade,
Right.
are you sure it was a dragon? You were in the swamp.
Well, yeah, I guess it wasn't a dragon. I might be over exaggerating. It's all fuzzy. It was more like a reptilian. Dragon was the closest thing I could think of. Kind of like an alligator, but a dragon, but a...
Why don't you get some rest? And I'll be in contact with Hannon.
Yeah, I think I hit my head.
Yes. There is much to discuss. Please find yourself some chambers as before, and I'll...
Thank you.
Right. Mm-hmm. And she goes back down. And you see her, as you look down, the staircase goes down and then sort of curves around. And on that wall behind is the front door, where the front door would be, had it not been removed a few days, or like a week before, when you were last in Shivanran. Or no, sorry, it'd be like a week and a half before. And they have a new one up, but it is very mismatched compared to the rest of the features in this house. The walls themselves are a little cracked, where they used to be, and the floor was completely ruptured by Isabel's wall of stone previously, and so the boards are split, and they have just simply put other wood on top of it for now, and are just going with that. And she goes downstairs and spends a few minutes shuffling around before walking back out in a coat and says, "I'm going to be back. Hannon left not long before, so I shall be trying to catch up with her. Don't break anything, please."
Of course.
Sure thing, Mom.
Else?
I'm sorry?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. And she just turns and you see her kind of pause by the door for a second. And takes a deep breath and begins to walk out of it and go.
Thyra's
Freya's gonna find
berating
one of her
herself.
rooms. Oops, sorry.
Oh, Thyra's berating herself in Orcish.
I was gonna say, Freya's just gonna go find the rooms they slept in last time and just flop into the bed. She is exhausted.
Sure. So what we'll say here is the 3 people who long rested can short rest. The 2 who half long rested can finish their long rest.
Oh, thank God.
That's fine, I'll allow that. And at this point, everyone is now level 12.
Yay.
So you can regain spells and whatnot.
Dude, that was rough because I had already long rested, so I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit!" And I might have nerfed myself more. I'm not sure. I was like, I don't know how much health I had.
I knew she had no spells, so that was easy.
Yeah, I don't think it really mattered too much there for you,
Yeah.
Wade. It's all right. So your long rest goes by, and I'll say towards the end of it, you hear the door shut again as you guys are sort of waking up and lazing around a little bit. And you hear the heavier footfalls of armored boots begin to walk up the stairs. Actually, technically, Zeraval would return much sooner, but she's going to stay to herself mostly. And you see Hannon begin to emerge into the door and sort of clock all of you, and then look over to the bookcase and look back to you all. So, why are you here?
Honestly, we had to escape someone, but we also need to return the sword, and Alakian assumes, or is guessing it was for the Gleamstone blessing, or whatever. If we could.
You guys really have a bad habit of not giving me any time to talk to the High Queen.
Not really their fault, it's my fault this time.
We had to flee for our lives. We had no choice.
No, it's fine. I'm not angry. It's a slight
You know what? Just tell her the matriarch's finally here to see her. Maybe that'll assuage her a little bit.
Right. Who are you?
I'm the matriarch of the Motte and Bairn tribe. I'm the one that got them into this mess this time.
Oh,
This-
good.
Yeah.
Great. Another surprise meeting. Okay. Yeah. All right. Stay here. I'll call you. I'll send Delphine over and she'll teleport you in.
Thank you. Again.
She just nods. She's irritated by this whole thing, but she is complying. And she leaves and goes back. And this is at this point you're looking at maybe like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So you guys can, get food here. If there's anything you guys want to talk about amongst yourselves, tell me now.
If Zeraval lets her, Free will cook everyone yummy food.
Make a persuasion check.
Do you think a song named "My Three Moms" would catch on?
My 3 moms in brackets and 1 dad.
2 dads.
Yup.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. So many.
What do you get with 3 moms and 2 dads?
22?
Apparently a normal childhood. Unlike
Um,
everyone else.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up? Isn't that weird? Zeraval, allows you to cook with her. She's very particular about the things that she has. She likes everything to be in its place.
Free's the same way. She understands.
And she's a little hesitant about letting people touch things. But with you, there's sort of that starting to build a relationship there, and there is kinship in the cooking and, you know, the group of people that you surround yourselves in, and you guys are similar in ways. And she allows you to cook with her.
Yay!
Also, in the day, she will sit down with you, Wade, and sort of grab that towel back off you and begin patching up some of the wounds in your head, like where your ears were bleeding from the psychic damage of the harp. She begins sort of pecking at those, and she looks in at you and says, "So, I heard that you spent a day with your
Father.
yes,
With your sergeant?
What did he say anything? He didn't hurt you?
No, actually, we believe it or not, we went fishing. It was actually kind of nice.
He was never a violent man. And I did not believe initially when you said that he was on a bad path. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I think he's coming around. He had a whole life. Well, not a whole life, but he had a long time of rejection and banishment, and it doesn't justify him siding with Kymel, but I think I see it in him that there's hope there, and he seems like he's going to help us.
I see. It's a good thing. Do be careful in this quest that you're going on. I know it's important and you have to do it, but do try.
I will.
Right. And she begins to kind of like tense up a little bit and find something else to do, looking around.
Love I feel is double ply. Yeah.
Yeah, free.
Yes. Once the group is done eating and back together, she is going to pull out her contract and cast a spell so she can read it.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to be there for that.
Yeah, like I said, when the group is back together.
So when the group's back together, you go ahead and do that.
Oh, look at that, you found it!
Uh-huh. Is there any info on here, on this contract, about what was traded, or just the contract itself?
So you cast a spell on it. And the script that was on it begins to fade and turn into something else. And it is an infernal and you can read it. And it refers to the requirements and the properties of slave ownerships, the methods and the costs of retrieval for runaway slaves, and all that, you know, BS that's like the fine print. And then you look down and it refers to the sale of one Scarlet of the Cakery to one Varys Silverkin of the Silverkin estate for the price of 50,000 gold pieces. And previously, the sale of Hope of Malaran to the Cakery from her mother, Tyler Brightwood of Malaran, for the price of 0 gold pieces. There is an extra page at the end that states the return of the contract for a slave not being returned by the Cakery within 6 months of notification that slave has escaped. And there are several options of compensation to be provided. one that includes up to 2 new slaves or monetary compensation in the form of a full refund, which is the option selected. So in this, you were initially sold to the cakery for the price of free.
Okay. Then she doesn't really have, non-destructive spells to cast on this thing. She will... You know what? Fuck it. She's gonna cast her 5th level of Destructive Wave and just shred this thing.
Okay.
Because she can control who it hits.
You cast Destructive Wave, and the wave ripples out from under you, shaking the little kitchen utensils and moving the cupboards back and forth, not dealing any damage, but stirring them. And in a moment, this contract that determined your life is simply gone. Eviscerated into nothing in the blink of an eye.
That's it. I no longer have to be free because I am. No more unwanted deals. Including Tiamat. And she's going to look at Izzy and Alakian. Saanine rid me of that too. And she's just like, she's physically like shaking and like starting to cry because she's so happy, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
Yeah, Wade'll go over and offer himself for a hug.
Accepted.
And he brings her in. Comfort her.
Yeah.
And free is no longer free, she is hope again.
And at this point, in this sort of moment of happiness and rejoicing, the door opens once more. And standing there, you see an elven-ish woman, very long hair, very nice brown leathers with that beautiful sword stowed. Delphine emerges, and Delphine, you've been told to get them and teleport them to the castle.
That's what she'll do. I mean, she'll look at them with derision, of course, but that's what she'll do.
So, you all make your way back up to the teleportation room. Delphine scrolls on the ground, and teleports you from Hannon's house over to the castle, and then begins leading you down in a familiar set of directions to Isabel and Lakin, who've been here before. Takes a moment of going through ornate halls and corridors and beautiful elven architecture before you come to that very nice set of like large stone arch doors. And the guards nod, open the doors for you, and you emerge into this. It's almost like a magistrate room, with the high, like, court tables and pedestals at the back, and sitting behind beautiful elven complexion, royal, like, armor apparel, and long, deep, like, red-brown hair of Queen Ilariath, who's looking down on you.
Thyra's trying to look as regal as she can, half dead.
Sure. She looks down on you, and it is looking down. She's in a position of power, and she's somewhat judging, and she waits for you to speak. You see Hannon to her side, sort of down to another pedestal, looking back.
Free's gonna look between Wade and Thyra and be like, so who should we have speak here?
I mean, I think I should at least introduce myself, and then one of you can do the talking.
Yeah.
All right.
Pleasure. Hi. Thyra would know what to call her.
Yeah.
Dyto doesn't.
The High Queen. High Queen Ilariath.
I am the new matriarch of the Mutton Baron tribe, and my friends have come to return a sword they borrowed.
You see her sort of take it in for a second. And the old matriarch is...
Dead.
I see.
Slain by the followers of Kaimel.
When did this happen?
What was it, like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Well, this happened about 2 months ago.
Very well. Your elder Kiva had informed me previously, but I would like to confirm that it was you, and I now have. So, matriarch Thyra, and you see there is acknowledgement there. She already knows who you are. It is in our standing to introduce you to the ways that we run things over here. As I'm sure your tribe has informed you, we are long since allies. And you and your elders are permitted to visit on notice, but no others are. We'll run you through the logistics later. On a more pressing matter, looks over to Isabel. Our good general loaned you a sword that you said you'd like to return. And Isabel will nod, say yes, and present the sword back to the point where one of the guards walks over and picks it up and brings it over to Hannah and puts it down. And she looks at it. Thank you. In good condition as well. And she puts it down beneath the pedestal. It's not in use for her. She puts it away. This is a good step. It is rare that I trust those of the material plane to ever uphold their word. And for this, you have my acknowledgement. I've also been informed that you are here to receive the blessing again.
Yes. That's where I come in. Last night I had a dream, a vision. I was in a swamp, and this watcher with a human face, but it was like water and mud, spoke to me before transforming into some reptilian figure that danced around me. He said that I was to be its champion. And my friends here were also picked to fight Kaimal. And he told us to return this. He told us to return the sword and retrieve the crown, and that my weapon would be his. Or his weapon would be mine.
Oh, wait. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. 22. Let's see with Van. No, nat 1. 22.
22. She's kind of listening in on you, and there's something that she doesn't... You get this free, especially with your high insight. Something that she doesn't quite like about this. And you don't know if it's what he's saying or if it's Wade, but she's really, like, focusing in on him. With everything that she's saying, there is something there that's otherwise. She turns to Hannon, and Hannon just looks back up. I trust them. And she looks back. Very well. And she snaps her fingers, and one of the doors in the side chamber opens up, and you see a guard who's carrying a box with this motive light in it. Begins walking up. Try it. He opens the lid.
Did you say try it?
Yep.
I'll like reach and kind of hesitate, and then I'll reach again for it and grab hold.
You reach for it, and it is not physical matter. Your hands kind of go through, but you begin to pull it away, and it comes with you.
What do I feel?
You feel nothing. Your hand just goes through.
How do I use it?
You don't know. What do you want to do?
Try to use it. I guess focus on it.
You begin focusing in on it.
Unfortunately, I don't have Arcana or anything, and I don't have a pearl to identify it yet. Gosh darn it.
I'll like. Does it when I move? Does it come like it moves with me or no?
Yeah, it moves with your hand. It's almost like on a slight delay, but it moves.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is it like what color is it?
It's this bright, like white yellow.
Okay. I'm gonna take it and like start, like see if I can press it into my chest.
Okay. You take it, and you hold it, and you start moving forward, and putting it close to you, and it goes to your chest, and then your hand goes through, and it stays there.
Okay. Hey, maybe this isn't meant for me.
Dyra's gonna bend over her big brother, who's actually littler than him. Who's the light of your life? Kind of looks over at Free.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Well, they said crown. Maybe it's for your head.
You think I should try and put this on my head?
I don't know. I'm just saying that's what you told us from your dream. Crown and then weapon, so...
You pull it back up and you put it over your head and you try and push it down and it stays.
Stays on my head? Or
Yeah, it stays there. Your hand goes through it again.
Oh, so like it didn't work, is what you're saying?
Yep.
No, I think it might be for you, Free. Hope.
She'll reach out for it.
And take
Poke the light.
You reach out for it, give it a poke, and your hand goes through, and you hold it, and Wade's hand comes over, and you basically just transition. And now you have it, and it's following you.
Okay. Can she imagine a crown?
Yeah.
It's the only thing that she could think of that makes sense right now.
You go ahead and hold it out in front of you and imagine a crown, and you imagine really hard. And it just stays there.
I don't know. I mean, if it's meant for someone like everything else, it probably requires an hour of attunement.
Wait, they'd retrieve the crown. I just don't see what's the crown about this.
Look to the queen.
Okay, the queen is just leaning forward, looking at you, and something does catch her eye. As you look over to the left, Hannon's like,
I guess that's what she said.
What I said originally, sure. On the head. I don't know how this works.
you grab it and you sort of like hold it above your head, and you feel kind of dumb doing it, and you're like,
But no, she's a tiefling with big horns, so it's really exaggerated.
yeah. And you guys watch as she begins to pull it down, and as she does so, it too stops in between the point of the two horns, and then it begins to glow a little brighter and a little brighter, and then it just disappears into her head.
Yeah, eat it
Okay.
It worked.
like a mind melt.
Strange. Except for, I'm assuming this is going to require attunement. I have to unattune from something to do that.
Oh no.
At this point, the High Queen begins to sort of like stand up out of her throne up there and looks back to the rest of you and says, "So, it is you then."
I suppose.
Very well. The time for battle is about to come. Return to the material and gather your allies. War is about to be waged. I wish you luck. She begins to turn and start walking away. There's a vague irritance on the face as she's saying this.
Am I allowed to pick up on this?
What's your passive insight?
12.
Nope.
Mine's only 14, so I think only
I'm
Free gets
20.
it. And just be free.
Thank you. I understand giving away something precious to you cannot be easy.
She just doesn't respond. She just keeps walking. And Hannah just watches her go and then stands up and begins to walk out to the front with you guys. Okay, good. You,
She seemed upset.
Yeah, that's... It was a gift to her. And... You know,
She couldn't
people like
use
to
it.
think that they're really... Yeah.
Ah. She's upset the outsider has it, huh?
But it doesn't matter, and it's not something we should be speaking of in the High Queen's Court. Let's get you back. It sounds like you've got a place to be.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got the crown. How are you gonna find out what your weapon is there, bro?
Oh,
We'll return the sword. We got the crown.
right. I don't know.
Oh? Or do you hear voices in your head? Is it telling you what to do? Where to go?
Oh,
I'm assuming nothing from this yet, because it hasn't been an hour to attune to it. No?
maybe I'm just not special. Just fine.
Well...
Maybe you
he
just need to
summoned
sleep again?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you summoned swamp water. Maybe you'll get it in your dream next time you sleep.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
I mean, didn't you... No, wait. You didn't tell us that part. I'm thinking of something else. Okay.
Oh.
You know-
I'm sure it'll find its way to you, Wade.
I feel really bad leaving those elementals with the slave.
Oh,
Not
that
being able to
reminds
help
me.
them?
Awaken, your friend disappeared. They haven't seen her. I was trying to find her so she can open up all the locks. They don't know where the Dragonborn is. And then we left them behind.
Lakian recalls that Bree mentioned to him that she was just going to dip right then and there. She wasn't going to stick around. It is unfortunate that you weren't there to hear that. That he didn't mention it. Because you were the ones to tell the slaves.
Yeah. So she's mad. She's very mad. We have to get back there and check on them when we can. I mean, if we message them and they're inside, we're not going to know. So it's not. The only way to go is to physically check. But we can't right now because they know we've been there.
Okay. So, as you guys walk through the halls, back to the teleportation circle, meeting back up with Delphine and leaving Hannon where she is. Delphine will teleport you back to their house. And you guys can either try and go back through the portal, or you can wait a day and plane shift out. That's up to you. But that's something that we'll talk about next week, because we're going to end this episode there. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate it. As always, make sure you catch Rhyme this Wednesday for their All Goliath. Was it episode something 0.5? Something
Yeah,
0.5.
I think it's something 0.5.
And Fandelver on Sunday to see where that goes. And if we don't see you then, we'll see you next Monday. So let's keep making stories together. And we'll catch you guys next week. Toodaloo.